Hello, I'm Laura McHarrie at The Hidden Edge with another tea break tip on how to use business models and tools to help you manage your growing business. Today, we're looking at decision making. We've got three different models that we're going to use in this video to explore this particular subject matter. The first is Tannenbaum and Schmidt's model. Then there's Norman Mayer's quality acceptance model and Vroom-Jaeger's decision tree. So we need to get cracking, otherwise we'd take longer than our actual tea break. Tannenbaum and Schmidt recognise that in an interaction between leader and his or her team, there is a trade-off between the control exercised by the leader and the control exercised by the team. No one ever has 100% control, because even if a leader gives a direct order, the team members retain control over, for example, how enthusiastically they obey that order. But they are identified in a series of distinct leadership styles. The first is tells and makes the decision alone and announces it. It's an autocratic style in which the leader gives specific instructions and monitors staff closely. It is useful when the team cannot tackle the task unaided, or is unwilling, or is new, or has suffered a previous leader who allowed standards to deteriorate. This is the style most people will accept in a crisis. Sell. This is where the manager makes a decision and then sells that to his audience. It's a persuasive style in which the leader gives clear direction and supervises closely, but also explains the reason behind the decision, encourages suggestions and supports progress. It is most useful when motivation is lacking in the team. It is also the best style where a task is non-negotiable, but where the team's motivation is vital for achieving the results required. The consultative style, this is where the manager presents ideas and invites questions, or makes a tentative decision subject to change, or presents a problem and gets suggestions before making the decision. This is a collaborative style in which the leader discusses the tasks and listens to the team's ideas, taking them into account as he or she makes the key decisions. It's really useful when the team has sufficient skills and competence to make a contribution, but where the leader still feels the need to retain control. Sharing the decision-making with the group allows the manager to define limits, asking the group to make the decision. This is a facilitation style in which the leader allows the team maximum responsibility. And finally, there's the delegation with full authority, in which case the task and the ownership now belongs to the team or certain members of the team, and they have no need to refer back to you as the manager to approve any decision made. Whilst you as a manager may have a preferred style of managing, there are situations in which you may need to find that you use a different style in order to get the best from your employees and the best decision made. Meyer created this quality acceptance matrix. And Mayer's model suggests that there are 4 decision-making styles: consultative, command, consensus, and convenience. And they are determined by different levels of quality and acceptance. This model for decision-making provides you with some basic guidelines for determining which decision-making style is appropriate for a given situation. The consultative decision. You, as the manager, may possess a great deal of information with which to make high-quality decisions, but the acceptance of that decision on the part of the team members who must implement it is critical to the success of the decisions. And if the team members do not fully understand the decision or are not committed to it, then they may inadvertently or even purposely hinder the implementation process. If you decide that high quality is required but high acceptance on the part of the others is not an issue, you would opt for, or could opt for, a command decision. in which case you make the decision based on information that you have collected and the team members are not consulted. Consensus decision would be when low quality but high acceptance is required. When the quality of a decision is of minor importance, but getting people to accept it, then it would be great to use the consensus decision-making process. Convenience decision, low quality, low acceptance. Seems a bit weird, doesn't it? Sometimes neither the quality nor the acceptance of a decision is important. The decision is a matter of choosing between approximately equal alternatives, and the outcome is not of any concern to those involved. When choosing a decision-making style, you must consider not only the levels of quality and acceptance required of that decision, but also factors such as time, the team members' capabilities, and the level of trust that the team has of you. Ensure that you've assessed the situation in which a decision has to be made to consider the most appropriate approach. And the final model that we have helps us do that. And this is Vroom, Yeton and Jaeger's model. It's the decision tree. 7 key questions to ask of yourself when you need to make a decision. So is the quality of that decision important? Is the team commitment important for this decision? Do you have enough information to make the decision on your own? Is the problem well structured? Would the team support your decision if you made it alone? Would the team share the organisational goals? And finally, is conflict amongst the team over the decision likely? So there you have 3 slightly different models, all looking at the same decision-making process, but just from slightly different angles. Do have a go. Download the templates from the Hidden Edge website, and whilst you're there, share your stories of where you've used these models to help you manage your business. So that's it from me. Until next tea break time, enjoy the rest of this one.